Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to
Perils of the War.
our Warhammer podcast. We cover Warhammer 40k, coming soon. More Warhammer Age of Sigmar than the little tidbits that we usually mention. We cover Shadespire, hopefully Necromunda soon. And so yeah, we talk about nerdy stuff because we're nerds. And my name is John, and I have to my left
Roman.
and to my other left.
An orc boy named Tom.
Orc boy named Tom.
Just a small town orc.
Living in.
I don't know. What's an orc town?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about orcs.
Neither do I.
Fuck them. Horde bastards.
I know they're really dumb though, and since Mark's sprawled out on the bed right now, half engaged on his phone, I'm pretty sure we'll be getting about as much as we would generally get out of an orc.
Hey,
Pretty much.
I need full orc.
I just basically got to talk like a British person then, right?
Sort of.
Yeah, pretty much that's it. And then every once in a while, throw in Git.
Yeah, there you go. Get throwing the
Oh,
kids.
Tom kissed two orc boys. He was great.
I can't even look at this boy right now because he's sprawled out on the bed in a direction to where if I look at him, I see up his shorts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was about to ask you.
I ain't trying to have that.
Well, you know, Mark, it'd be a lot easier to do this if you wore underwear.
No, if I didn't do it for anyone else, I'm not doing this for nobody else.
I'm doing it for my girlfriend. I'm doing it for my friends.
Tell you what, I'll cross my legs. There.
There you go. All right,
That's appreciate it. It's a little better.
There you go.
I saw a little bit of wiener. Anyways, what were we talking about today, John?
We have a few things to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into probably the most exciting part of my day today was seeing the brand new Alpharius model.
So, Horus, what? Heresy incoming.
I am Alpharius.
I am Omega. I am Alpharius.
I am a little disappointed. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I had hopes and dreams of a double Primarch base.
Okay. Gotcha. I mean, it could still happen. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think they're planning to stop heresy, anytime soon.
Yeah. What if they just make the Omegon one and it's just the same exact pose
That would be
with
really
a different
funny.
with a different weapon?
What they should do is have two different options,
Mm-hmm.
and it's you can buy Alpharius or Omegon, the exact same thing for the exact same price. Or you know what? Put Omegon $1 down.
Well, you know what? As I'm looking at the picture right now, I mean, it's just showing him on this regular base.
Yeah, like
Mostly
on a
with
regular
most Primarchs, they'll have
the scenic base.
the scenic base. Maybe they'll do the Omegon, and then they'll do a bigger scenic base.
Maybe they'll do a back-to-back pose because they always like doing kind of dumb stuff like that.
That's what twins do.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking stupid asses.
Dumb twins.
Yeah, fucking betraying the fucking Imperium just because some fucking dark elves were like, hey, you have to turn on the Imperium. And they're like, all right.
Gotcha. Sure.
That didn't take a lot of convincing.
They're like,
Let's
really?
try.
For real?
Let's trust the fucking cracked out sex addicts.
For real, monkey? For real? This how it came? Oh, okay. Somebody had to get up.
After you started talking about coked up sex monkeys.
Like
Sex
we've
elves.
literally had longer conversations about what we should eat today
Yeah.
than they had about betraying the Emperor.
They just went into a spaceship and were showed a possible future. Let's put that in quotations. It's a possible future, and they're like, "We got to fucking turn, baby." And then John Grammaticus was like, "I'm gonna throw myself off this building real quick." Oh, that's who I was gonna say I was gonna be. I was gonna say I'm John Grammaticus, but fuck it, I missed it.
Too late.
Too late, half late.
Welcome back to Perils of the War. My name is John, and to my left I have...
John Grammaticus.
Oh, we both have the same first name. That's kind of odd. It's a little awkward.
Well, I am impersonating you right now. I've just stolen your ID.
Wait, so you are Alpharius?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. John Alpharius Grammaticus.
Dramaticus.
Yeah, Dramaticus.
But yeah, Alpharius, I hope you all got to look at this model before listening to this. Talking to our listeners, because I know y'all two saw the model.
I'm looking at it right now still.
Yeah, I mean, it's very ornate, which is not what I expected from Alpharius, because he's kind of like, hey, I just want to blend in with the rest of my guys, but At the same time, he is a Primarch, and there's gonna be times, like there was times where, the Emperor had all the Primarchs with him.
Yeah.
And Alpharius was like, "Oh, I wasn't even there, guys." Fucking Bob went. He wore my helmet. Nobody knew a thing.
Not even, no, that's bullshit. The Emperor knew. He was just like, fucking Alpharius.
God damn it.
I just gotta keep up this fucking ruse for him.
Make me look like a fucking asshole. But yeah, I mean, I love it, you know, because it's like, I don't know what fucking word I'm trying to think of, but it's like when you put on your Sunday best, and then he has a helmet coverage, you don't even know if it's him or not.
When you put on your, I wonder what word you're thinking of now.
Dressing up.
I mean, not dressing up, but I don't know. Anyways, he does have an infinity gem in his forehead though, which is a little weird.
I fucking saw that somebody already did a Photoshop where it's a beam shooting.
Yeah.
His head. I was like, God damn it, that didn't take long. But I do like his staff. His staff is really cool.
It looks.
I guess it's a double-headed halberd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that he's fucking just impaling a space wolf.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Damn. Yeah, I get behind that.
Fuck those wolves.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you can paint the dead guy however you want, but you know, space wolves, fuck them.
It's gonna be a space wolf majority of the time.
Yeah, I'm a Dark Angels player, so fuck wolves.
Lion for life.
That's right,
Dog
baby.
fuckers.
Oh, they did that thing where they spoil the tiniest fucking cock tip of a fucking model.
Oh, the rumor mill.
Yeah, the rumor mill. And I mean, it doesn't look very much like a lion's mane, but I was like, oh shit, it's the lion, he's coming.
You're just fucking trolling. It looked like a fin, like a series of fins.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm not gonna take this fucking guy's bait.
Yeah, and then one guy was like, it kind of looks like a Iden of Deepkin thing, and I'm like, shut up. I didn't ask you to make sense.
I wonder if that's gonna be another model though, or I mean, it would have to be.
Yeah, something they haven't revealed yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would love if they fucking made a lion model, as we all know, but I'm not getting one for a long time. I've accepted that. I've come to terms with it. So let's move on.
Well, at least you'll get a lion before fucking Blood Angels get a fucking Sanguinius.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible they could get one. I mean, they're in the 7th book for the Heresy, the Forge World books. So they already have rules. I wouldn't see why they would have put Sanguinius. But
Oh, I'm still talking about 40k though.
oh, you're talking about 40k?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's dead as doornails.
He's in stasis.
No, he's dead. he is fucking dead. Horus fucking shot him with his he has like the Dragon Zord claws, and he fucking shot him at fucking Sanguinius. Yeah, I know, I'm pissing off all you 30k players. I don't care. One of the things that has pissed me off about, because I listen to other podcasts pertaining to Horus Heresy because I'm interested, but I'm still iffy on the whole thing because, of course, I'm a fucking flip-flop son of a bitch and can't pick a legion. But a lot of them are very particular. Like, it has to be a certain way, and I'm hoping that's not everybody that plays Heresy. I was talking to Trent about it. He's like, it's not everybody. It's just there are some people that really take Heresy seriously, and they want it to be the way it should be. And I don't even know if I can handle one of those people, to be honest with you. I agree with them that everything should be fully painted. I love that idea of Heresy. Like, a lot of Heresy events, they say it's fully painted or nothing. Like, if it's not fully painted, we're taking it off the table and you fucking can't use it. We're not stopping you from playing, but if it's not fully painted, we're taking it off your table.
Take it off the table, and we're gonna get Dave, the shitty painter, to paint it for you.
Is that what you want?
Is that what you want?
He doesn't thin down his paints.
Yeah.
He's just using them out of the pot. Is that what you want? Oh, and then one thing that I did see that was weird on the Forge World website is you know that Forge World has like their own sets of paints?
I did not know that.
You did not know that?
I did not.
They have like their own sets of paints. The thing is, they are now saying that they're on a limited time offer or like last time offer. I don't know if they're discontinuing those paints. And I kind of wanted to get a few of them because they do like some candy apple colors. kind of like the Tamiya kind of stuff. They have a few of those, but I don't know how long they're going to stay on the site, and it's kind of sucks. I guess they just weren't selling the way that they wanted them to with, the other Citadel products and stuff like that.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you're listening and you want to jump on this Forge World Order.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a Forge World Order just because I'm trying to get a couple of weapon options for something we're going to go over later in the episode. So if you want to jump on a Forge World Order, let me know, because I need a lot of
While you're looking at the Forge World website, go ahead and take a look at the new... I don't know what it's called.
Termite something.
Yeah.
Termite.
Termites.
That was the thing you were telling me yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's the Termite Dildozer. That's what I'm going to call it. It's like a drop pod, but it
burrows.
It tunnels underneath. And they released some 40k rules, which I think John has pulled up right now.
It's a termite assault drill with a 6 power, which is not a lot. It only has 10 wounds, so you're not getting like... I mean, it looks sizable, but you're not getting like some super OP fucking vehicle for only 6 power. So its weapon, its starting weapon skill is 4, and its starting ballistic skill is 3. Standard Space Marine shit. It has 4 attacks. It has a Melta Cutter, a Storm Bolter, and a Heavy Flamer. Or rather, it can take the Heavy Flamer instead of the Storm Bolter.
Okay.
Subterranean Assault. During deployment, you can set this model up along with any units embarked within it underground. Instead of putting it in the battlefield at the end of any of your movement phases, this model can perform a Subterranean Assault. Set it up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches away from any enemy models. Breaching Tremor. When this model arrives on the battlefield by performing a Subterranean Assault, enemy units within 12 inches suffer a single mortal wound. Enemy units, so 1 wound per unit.
And it's only enemy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it has Explodes. It has, it can transport 12 models, and rules as currently written, you can put 12 fucking Centurions in this bitch. Because it cannot take jump packs, Terminators, or Primaris. It does not say it cannot take Centurions, because it says you can take any infantry except the infantry that I just named, and Centurions are infantry.
Yeah.
So it does have the chapter infantry rule, which is something that Forge World toys have not had. They don't have their chapter rule, so they don't get chapter benefits, but this one apparently does.
I see. Oh, okay, so it's just, if you take it in, like, if I take it for Dark Angels, it's a Dark Angels transport, basically.
Basically, yeah, but like, I really like Dreadnoughts, and I really like Iron Hands and their fluff that, like, hey, let's all beat Dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
It's cool. Well, I've been wanting for the longest time the Chaplain Dreadnought, so that I could have an HQ Dreadnought.
Yes.
But it doesn't have the chapter tactic rule, so I wouldn't get my Feel No Pain. It would just be a Dreadnought.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I love that model, but it's... The thing is, when you try to add it to an army, it's just weird the way it interacts with everything. So it's not worth it. At least like it could be cool like in narrative play where we're using power level stuff like that. But getting back to the termite, so it's basically like a big rhino.
Yeah.
It's like an underground rhino, right? Okay. But yeah, that's so fucked up that they did not recognize that Centurion rule. I mean, I'm sure they're going to maybe address that in the FAQ.
Yeah.
Which was delayed from the last time we heard, so it should be here soon. They haven't done so as of yet, but by the end of this month, they said it should be out. One of the cool things is that even Chaos can take those termites too, since they're like from the Age of Darkness or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Heresy. I believe that Chaos Space Marines can take it as well.
If
So
Chaos
that's really
Space Marines can take that, then I'm definitely going to consider spending money on it. It's expensive, first of all.
cool. Yeah,
I'm poor.
It's
75 euros.
75
Yeah.
British pounds.
Or I'm rounding. It's 70 something.
So yeah, it's somewhere around like the $85 mark.
Yeah,
as far
because
as
like
it's
I've been wanting something to get as many berserkers as I can safely across the battlefield.
Yeah.
Rhinos just don't cut it. Rhinos or Land Raiders, because in Chaos I can only take the one Land Raider with a 10 troop capacity, and I would still like to have Karn there, so I'm down to 9 berserkers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's one of those things that even listening to the Heresy is that it still plays off like the sixth edition rules, sixth, seventh kind of thing, where when you take a 10-man, that's it. Like you can't fit anything else into it.
Yeah.
So like rhinos, you can't even put like an apothecary or anything with it, which bugs a lot of people because you can't take 9 like you can an 8th.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take a full 10 if you're gonna go up to a 10 med in Heresy. So anything that has like a 12 troop capacity, they love. And I can see why. Because it gets troublesome when you're trying to fit shit in there. It's the same thing like with, like I'll go over to my list, but like a Razorback only has the 6 troop capacity. So I can't do much with that. And I'm trying to find a way around that. But yeah, the Termite, it at least looks cool. I can't fucking deny it. It's just like a big fucking cylinder with a fucking huge drill bit on it. But the fact that Chaos can take it, that's all. That's good. But is that it for the Termite? Anything else you want to see? Anything you can explore with that besides taking 12 Centurions and fucking shit up?
Yeah, you can take 11 Centurions and a Chaplain.
Fair enough.
But no, there is something. The picture has what it looks like. Mark, would you say this looks like plasma culverins? Well, I guess that's the plasma cutter, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, they look like mini plasma cannons, which is that's. I mean, because like Tech Marines have plasma cutters, and they don't look quite like that.
Well, Forge World always likes to make things a little more fancier than they do.
It's Forge World, baby. They're fine casting resin for you.
We got resin for days, so we can put whatever the hell we want.
That and they do take a lot of care with their sculpts there.
Yeah.
Not saying that like GW Prime doesn't do that, but Forge World has like an eye for that kind of stuff. Sometimes they knock it out the fucking park. Sometimes they shit the bed. But yeah, the Termite is cool. I was even thinking about in my order, like, could I afford to get a fucking Termite? I have no idea.
You might start saving now.
I don't need to eat.
Exactly. But it sucks that I can't take Terminators, because that would be really cool if I can fucking drop in like 10 Deathwing Knights and like a Chaplain and like an Apothecary and just fucking put them 9 inches away, fucking roll that dice and fuck face.
We do love to fuck face here.
That's right. Fuck face options are always a plus for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'll see how I can fudge it up. I'll look at these rules and see how I can fuck it up. But expect the Centurion thing to be
changed really drastic.
Yeah, with the FAQ coming up. Is that it for Heresy?
That is it for Heresy. Other than I am now definitely taking Alpha Legion. I hate having a 30k army that I also have in 40k.
And that's my whole thing is like I love Dark Angels, like they are my Legion for sure. But I already have a Dark Angels army in 40k. That's why I was leaning hard on fucking Salamanders because I like Vulcan so much. But then I was thinking about going fucking super fucking evil with Horus because I definitely love the Horus model. So it's one of the best looking models. So I was thinking even doing some Sons of Horus or even like Luna Wolves. I might paint them up like Luna Wolves. And have them like just when Horus turns before he makes them into the Sons of Horus, so I can play him as loyalty and yeah. But we'll see on that. Heresy over. Do you want to where do you want to jump in now? Do you want to jump into Shadespire or do you want to jump into?
Well,
ALS?
I mean, Mark didn't get to play with us.
No, he did not.
But we did play our first game of Shadespire.
I won.
How did y'all like it?
It was alright. It was.
The thing is, we got so many rules like wrong off the top.
Yeah, we kept having to like refer to the manual.
Yeah, and I think that just comes with us like keep playing.
Keep playing the game, yeah.
But you're also basically rule of thumb on it is have a tile board per player.
Mm-hmm.
But we had 4 players and only 2 tile boards.
so everything was kind of scrunched up. And
Yeah,
they had to fudge it up a bit.
Okay.
But it was fun. Honestly, it's a very very quick game, because it only has 3 real rounds in it, and you're taking things like one after another, and you're making sure that all these kinds of things happen.
Anytime I can just drop a card from my hand and fuck Eric over is a good time.
Yeah. So I mean, rule of thumb: if Eric plays with us, you can hear him on the City Podcast. You all know we hate him. The thing is, a game is always fulfilling when he doesn't win, but it's extra fulfilling when I win, because my whole thing is, as long as I win the inaugural game, I'm fucking in like sin. If I lose that inaugural game, I'm fucking out.
See, and that's what I got him on the drunken poking.
Exactly.
And then the drunken Super Smash Brothers. I was like, you can beat me all as much as that. I beat you the first time. I could retire as grand champion.
Exactly. That first time is all that matters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah.
What'd y'all play as? Who was who?
I was the Stormcast, just because I didn't want to deal with too many fucking pieces. Eric took the
Corn.
the
Blades
dudes.
of corn.
Mm-hmm.
You, John, had
I took the iron jaws.
Yeah, he had orcs.
Okay.
And then cousin Matt, it was
Skeletons.
Sepulchral Guard.
Oh.
Sepulchral Guard, damn it.
Skeletons.
I like saying sepulchral. I think it's a very fun word.
They were strong.
They're really strong. Everybody has like their chance to get inspired. Every character, you can flip it over their card, and they become like just a little more beefier.
Okay.
It's funny because for Corn, which is what Eric was playing, he has 5 characters. 3 of them have to die.
Yeah, you have to have 3 characters die.
3 of your characters have to die, and then your remaining 2 characters get Blood Frenzy. When they turn over, they're like faster and stronger. Well, I had a card in my hand that I'd been holding. It stops you from turning your card over, and you can't turn it over for the rest of the game. So,
So he just took his like champion basically, and just like he turns back over.
like he been
Yeah,
waiting,
it's like a regular dude.
waiting the whole game to turn his cards over, and I'm just like, nah, fuck you.
Damn. So it's good that you do that.
Yeah, and then Stormcast, the way that they get inspired is they block an attack, and when they block an attack, they get inspired.
Okay.
So it happened once in the game, like the way that it should have, because I turned them over like, yeah, it happens, and then we read the rules. I was like, it doesn't happen that way. So I just flip them over again, and I eventually got at least one of them. How did that works?
As soon as they take a single damage,
Oh, okay, so they just go into like a...
she's like, hey, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Yeah, and then the Sepulchral Guard, once they're wiped off the table, their champion can bring them back, and they're inspired.
Oh, okay.
They just fucking...
Resurrecting skeletons.
Yeah, basically, like, you bonk them, and they just, like, fall in a pile on the floor, and then it goes, rise up, and then fucking, they come back fucking...
I imagine the sound effect as Super Mario World when you hit dry bones.
Yeah, like the... Yeah, a little xylophone action.
Yeah, the, like, it's a checkerboard type,
Hexagonal.
it's hexagonal, yeah. But, you have to be on the square or hexagon, whatever, next to your opponent's piece to be able to attack them, right? Basically, base to
Makes
base.
sense. Yeah.
But one of the Sepulchral Guards has a scythe and had an ability where he hit all the hexagons or touching his hexagon.
So he has like a okay.
Yeah. So it was just funny because he got tied into combat with Eric first.
Okay.
And then he was just like, nope, fuck these guys up.
So basically, is it just the object is just to fucking destroy everybody? Is there an objective? What's the main objective?
The object is to stop Eric from winning.
I got that.
The objective is to have what they call victory points, I believe is what they're called in the thing. But it's represented by gold. And every time that you clear an objective, because in this game you have 2 separate decks. They're both singleton, or I like to call them singleton, but they're unique. So it's you on your... I guess like your player, it's 20 unique cards, and then on your objective, it's 12 unique cards. Your hand is 5 player cards and 3 objectives. During some of the actions, there's different actions that you can take where you can manipulate your hand a bit if you need to. But basically, you get a victory point by killing an opponent model, and you get 1. That's the easiest way to do it. The other way is if you clear an objective, it lets you know you get 1 or 2 or 3, however many victory points.
Yeah, you throw 6 objectives onto the board.
When it is a, I believe when it is just a one-on-one game, it's 5 objectives, and then when it goes up to 3 or 4, you use all 9.
Oh,
There's
okay.
9 objectives they have.
Yeah, and so some of the objectives are as simple as capture objective 1.
Okay.
You just have to hold it at the end of the
Yeah.
turn. And then there's some that are like for Stormcast, as long as you like smite an enemy, basically if you fucking kill them, you get an extra 1 because of it. So you'll get 2.
So it's like flavor stuff for different people.
There's things that you can only warband cards that you can only use with that particular warband, and then there's universal cards that you can use, of course. But it is a very, very fun game. We haven't played a second game just because I want to clarify a lot more on the rules, so that I can effectively play. That's just me. And I'm also going to paint up John's Oryx.
Sounds like fun. I would like to try it one day.
Alright. I've been looking on eBay to see if we can get like extra tiles. They don't sell them by themselves, so I might have to get another.
Pick up another
set. Yeah. And again, $60 for a core set. It's a 2-player game already, so you're in like sin after that.
Plus extra models, you get more.
And all those war bands have a war scroll that you can use in AOS.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all, I believe, 80 points.
Okay.
For the whole thing.
Yeah. So you can get some effective little things for 80 points. That's not bad. I'm a big Skaven fan, so I've been wanting to get the Skaven Claw or whatever the fuck it's called. I've been wanting to get that one, but they just released actually Saturday the last 2 expansions for Shadespire. As of right now, it's basically a shooty Stormcast. And then like a monster corn. It's 3 in the corn pack. I think it's like Magor's something. Magor's Fiends. There you go. It's 3 berserkers. Like they're big, heavily armored dudes, and they have a corn dog.
Oh, okay.
That sounds weird. A corn hound. There you go.
Flesh hound.
Flesh hound. So that's the first time they've actually put like a little beast on there, which is really cool because orcs and goblins have the what the fuck are they called? They're like those. They just look like big balls of flesh with teeth on them.
Squigs.
Squigs. There you go. So you can probably have some squigs on there. That'd be really cool. Maybe with Skaven you can have like the Storm Fiends, which are like the big kind of ogre rats, and they have like shoot. The warp cannon.
Isn't Necromunda going to be throwing like some dogs in there too?
Yes.
And their gangs.
With Necromunda. Okay, well that's it for Shadespire. Go check it out. How they do it. Necromunda is going to have other gangs that they're going to do, and since Forge World is now taking over Necromunda, like rules writing and a lot of the models. One of my favorites is Caldor, so I probably won't play Necromunda until Caldor comes out. And the reason I want to play them is because they have bomb rats.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I want to know how they interact like in the field. I want to see that. One of them, I believe, have like alligators or something like that, or like alligator-like beasts that roam around, and it's just really cool. Necromunda is something that
you're like interested in, but you're not gonna take the leap just yet.
Yeah, I gotta dip my toe in. I maybe have to like find somebody that does play Necromunda in town and is willing to maybe have a little practice game where I can see if it's something that I really want to do. But yeah, anything that you want to say particularly? I know you want to bring up Necromunda.
Yes, cultists are coming back.
Ah.
Cultist, or an army that came out for original Necromunda where you could just use your Chaos Cultist.
Mm-hmm.
In Necromunda, the original cultists were actually viable. They were good.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to them in 40k where they're just, blobs to soak up fire.
Yeah.
They were actually pretty fucking chaotic in the game.
Nice.
And there was they showed the artwork.
Mhm.
So if there's also gonna be new Chaos models, then I'm totally down for that.
Oh no, bro. I don't know about this chaos thing.
Yeah,
they have.
but I mean, there was several armies that I was interested in
Mhm.
that we haven't been playing 40K long enough to have been there for the original Necromunda.
Mhm.
But there was a cultist army. There was an army that was all psychers,
Mhm.
and then there was an army of zombies,
Mhm.
basically, which you can now use the Poxwalkers from
Ah.
Dark Imperium if that army does get brought back into
Yeah.
New Necromunda.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm really really excited for these cultists.
Fair enough. I was listening to some of like the lore for Necromunda, and apparently there's like drugs that people can take too, and there's one that is made out of people, like dead people. Like they basically like they like burn their flesh, grind it up, and it's basically cocaine, and it fucking puts them into like a feeding frenzy where they'll just fucking attack anything, and possibly, bite things, eat things, maybe. But just cool things like that I thought were really cool. I like that it is an RPG style game where it doesn't have to necessarily be that one game. You can carry on a whole campaign and see how those guys, if they die or if you get someone else, if they rise to power, kind of things like that. I've always liked that kind of stuff. I hope that they kind of do that for More Time, which is like the fantasy version of that. I hope they kind of try to bring that back with Age of Sigmar kind of stuff. I think that would be really cool. Is that it for Necromunda?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that it for the Underhive? Alright. AOS. I'm still in on those fucking CLs. I'm still thinking about fucking ditching fucking Seraphon for fucking Turtle Mans. I like that they. The one thing that I really do like about it is that they just have warriors. Like their standard like troop choices are like anybody that can fight. So it's women and men and like fucking more fishy looking dudes.
Again, that all inclusive thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think it's cool that they're just like elves always seem like the only race for some reason that they're just like the women can handle their own and they can fucking fuck shit up too.
Okay.
So I like that. I like thinking people can fuck shit up. I know I can't fuck shit up. I mean, I know there's women that can beat my ass. All of them.
You would not make it in the Alpharius.
No, fuck no. I'd be one of
To
their...
war. Let's just leave the sick and Roman behind.
Actually,
yeah, they beat me to a turtle or something.
I just fell into a couple of the female catachans, so I'm pretty excited to paint those up and throw them into the army.
Yeah, it's just different because you see just a bunch of dudes. You're kind of like, I want to see variety. Same thing with like, with some of my scouts that I've been doing. I've been doing like very different, not super different, but varying skin tones. Or like I'll do a highlight with a brighter color or like a something else, or I'll just leave them base color and just put some shade on them. Same thing with hair. Because I was like, why are all these dudes all fucking black hair? That's stupid. They wouldn't be. So I put in like a little bit of blonde. It really spiced up that unit, to be honest with you. I liked it.
Well, my Katachan has black people in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do like some...
I mean, you got 70 fucking trillion humans.
so progressive. There's black people.
I always make sure that I pull them first when I take wounds.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. You see, we already fucking lost some more listeners because of your fucking
comment.
Well, they made it this far.
Catachan.
Yeah, they made it 30 minutes in, so they're good.
Now featuring black people.
That's kind of what I wanted to do for my Stormcast. For the Stormcast, there's the
put black people in there.
Yeah, there's the Chocobo Riders.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to the leader. I wanted to do like the like a chocolatey kind of black man. You say black penis?
No.
No, but I just want. I like that. I like that they would have something. I don't know, I just fucking like different skin tones. Plus, I'm getting tired of fucking doing just white people.
For one of my custodians,
Mm-hmm.
there's this one guy. He's not gonna have his helmet because I wanted to put majority of my custodians with
Yes.
helmets.
Mhm.
But there was one guy, he looked like he was kind of rushing it, like rushing into action. So I was like, he wouldn't have his helmet on.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need this.
Exactly. Fucking boom.
And so when I started painting him up, I wanted to do like darker skin tone.
Yeah.
Not necessarily white, but not necessarily black.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to get like that nice.
The cool thing is
This is Aurelius Cortez.
the whole thing was like the white scars, how they have like a very Asian like kind of thing. I also want to try to do like an Asian skin tone. So I've been looking at different videos. If you know any videos, put them in the comments below.
White scars. When I think of white scars alone, I'm like, it's just someone who just like, fuck this. I want to paint white, and now I want to paint a skin tone that's not conventional. White scars like the unconventional painting.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw them, and it's just like there's a piece of artwork. I think it's from one of the Heresy books that I really liked. But for some reason, it's like he looks like a fat guy in like Astartes, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know, because they always have depictions of like the Asian like warlords would be like a little more meat than bones.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck? Like, would they have fat Astartes? I never thought about it because like the only fat Astartes I ever do are fucking Death Guard whenever they get infected.
Yeah.
And I was like, do they have fat Astartes? And now I'm thinking like, should I green stuff some fucking fat on some of these guys? Fucking vary him up a little bit. Like he's always gonna be in the back. Like he's always like struggling. You know what I mean? His fucking 4 sets of lungs aren't. They're not pumping it the way they should. You know, with all this extra fucking.
Even if a white scar is gonna need like a bike with a sidecar, he's not like fully on the bike.
Oh, I should make one of those 2 fat twins. Remember from the 90s?
Yeah, the one on the moped.
Yeah, I should make white scars and they're all like that.
It's like Fat ZZ Top.
Yeah.
That's all they play when they go into a battle.
Yeah. And there's always that one guy that's fucking air drumming like a some bitch while he's riding his fucking motorcycle. Alright. AOS. Is there anything particularly happening for AOS? I don't think anything's necessarily come out for AOS.
Line Portent's finished.
Yeah, but that's leading into like something bigger. There's like another event that's gonna be happening besides that. I hope that they maybe find a way to fucking do some Slanesh stuff. I love it.
They need to. I mean, I know they initially like wanted to step away from Slanesh to keep the game kid friendly, but
I keep hearing that they're gonna just be doing like they're gonna finish off Slanesh and add more stuff to it. I mean, rumor stuff, but I feel that they're just trying to finish off all the other chaos because they got Nurgle, they did Zeech, and then I feel maybe Slanesh or.
I mean, does Korn really need more stuff?
The thing is,
talks that maybe Angron.
Like I mentioned before,
I just figure Scarbrand, but with just nails in his head.
You're not wrong.
Like I mentioned before, you know, when the new Demon Codex came out, everybody got fancy new titles. Instead of a Herald of Zinch, you got a Flux Master.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a Herald of Nurgle, you got a Pox something or other.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of a Herald of Khorne, you got a Bloodmaster, but the Herald of Slanesh is just a Herald of Slanesh.
Yeah.
You know, their rules, pretty much 99.9% of Slanesh Index made it photocopied into Codex.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like, we don't care.
I don't know. I figured, like, since the AOS stuff with that Snake Lady, like I said before, I think they're going to do, like, get Snake Lady bottom and add a Fulgrim top.
Yeah.
Because I think she could switch off into snake form or just regular.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's 2 different models in there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to do necessarily that for Fulgrim, but it would be easy to just be like, this is just the bottom half, and then you have like the chest, and it has the 4 arms like he has now, and you know, does he have a forked tongue? Maybe.
You can. I mean, we got it for the dinosaur. You can spit him. You can spit acid or.
It's Slanesh. He probably has more than one tongue.
Hell yeah, get some. Yeah, he has more than one tongue, and then he did that surgery to do the split on each one of his tongues. He was like, Fabius, hook me up, baby. Fabius like, all right, I got you, fam.
I'm now changing my name to Fabulous Bob.
Yeah, Yeah, I think Slanesh is overdue, but everybody loves Korn apparently. I fucking hate Korn. He's like the shittiest fucking demon. I'll be honest with you. Fuck everybody that plays Korn. I don't like him. It's just like, oh, we're gonna kill shit. Ah! I'm done. I don't want that. I want fucking sexy time.
So you're fucking perv, is what you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna fuck you to death.
He's a luster, not a fighter. Yeah, I think out of all the 4 Chaos Gods, I don't really like Korn too much.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one, I'm leaning maybe on Slanesh, but kind of like maybe Zeech.
Nah, fuck Zeech.
But then they have like bird people, so
you don't like birds. Come on.
I don't like birds.
I like
birds.
I like Zinch. I like Zinch a lot. I love magic, but I'm a fat piece of shit. Mm-hmm. So
Nurgle's
Nurgle.
I could never hop on that Nurgle train.
I mean, I kind of like it, but like one of the things that honestly, like this is like not 40K in real life. When people have like the divots and shit of like disease, oh, that fucking grosses me out. I fucking hate it. And every time I see them on Nurgle models, I fucking I'm just like, I don't want to see that in real life. I saw that in real life. Just fucking give me a gun, fucking
blast myself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a fuck. But I don't know, man. Why don't they pull the plug on Slanesh, bro?
I don't know. But you could get if you're not gonna go Slanesh and you still want fucking sexed up people, you do those Dark Eldar that just came out.
Oh my god, Dark Eldar. I don't want them. Apparently people are like thinking about getting those Idolith models and just using them as the troop choices for Dark Eldar. Like, boom, paint another color, done. I'm like, ah. But
there was always that there was one question I saw when I first started getting into it. Mm-hmm. One guy asked, like, if you got captured and you were gonna get tortured, sex tortured, what would you rather have it done by a Slanesh DMNet or a Dark Eldar? you had to go and get sex tortured. Which one are you doing?
Probably a Dark Eldar.
I don't know, because either way. Well, here's the thing. Slanesh isn't necessarily just about sex. It's about excess. And their whole thing is that they're super fast. They're graceful. So you could maybe...
In this sense, you got into the sex trafficking division.
Oh, okay.
Slanesh.
So they're like, let me lick you up and down.
I feel it might be a little more sensual, but I mean, I'm still going to die.
Yeah.
I don't exactly want to get killed by the cracked out...
Okay. Which one will have me come? And that's the important thing. Because, like, I just don't want to die with cum in my balls. That's the only thing. Like, who's going to do it? Is it going to be Demonettes or is it going to be Drukhari?
They'll probably be...
I think it might be the Demonettes.
Yeah.
Okay, then fuck it. Like,
Because the Drukhari are just like, I don't give a fuck what you want. It's what I want.
Exactly. And Demonettes are, like, central. They're like... You get what you want, baby, but you're dead after this.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Demonettes, boom.
Done. Donezo.
Yeah, you can clip me off with one of those fucking crab claws up here.
That's the crab claw is exactly what made me pick Drukhari.
Just that one thing, even though you're probably gonna be tortured, they don't give a damn what they're gonna do to your body after that.
Yeah. As long as I get to come before I die, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into fucking any alien races, and I hate elves of any kind. Sea elves, fantasy elves, space elves. I don't know.
What is your thing against this? Because I've heard this for a while.
I don't know why. I just never liked
They're just
anything
regular
else.
people with pointy ears.
You pretty much.
They're not regular people.
The tree people.
They're eternal.
I don't know. But if I actually did have to play an alien race, I would probably go with the cracked out S&M space aliens.
But why? Like, why is it them over everybody else?
Because they're like pirates too. I get a little wiggle room for pirates.
Fucking hate you. How dare you?
You hate me. I hate myself. those ships, I'm like, damn, those are like little pirate ships. That's awesome. And plus, I always like little stories that I hear. Like, the more and more I kept looking up lore, just in general, every time I heard a story about, like, the Dark Eldar, and they're like, "We're gonna strike a deal with you," and they always fucking just at the end. It's always like at the end, no matter what they do or how they help out, at the end they just fuck you over and just raid your whole shit and just take everything. It's like no one ever learns.
Just like stealing.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy those little stories where it's like, we're going to help you out, but you got to give us something. And then they're like, where the fuck were they? And they go back home like they fucking robbed us. They robbed us.
They stole our pigs.
They stole
God
all our
damn it.
pigs and they took them back to their pig stealing planet over there in Kamara. And now they're probably banging our pigs.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Pig gets laid and I don't.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Black Mirror episode on Gone Wrong. That was the only good Black Mirror episode. I don't care what anybody says. That show kind of sucks. Anyways, you are interested in Dakari.
I'm not 100%. I saw one, what you call it? I saw a battle report in it, and I was just kind of listening in the beginning while people talk about their armies. I think I'm more interested in the part where people are all like, "This is my setup, and this is what I got," and then I'll watch the battle report. But I'm like, "Oh man, I want to see what they painted up and everything." So the only little caveats that I got from it were, I guess the points got lowered like across the board.
Okay.
Like troops are now super cheap. I guess they were saying that they try to incentivize you taking 3 patrols.
Yes.
Instead of just like the regular, Some people are like,
because fluff wise, they're not an army; they're raiding parties.
exactly. So since that's pretty cool to do that. And
I
so
mean, when you say raiding parties, like I'm kind of in.
see,
When you say it's an
see what I
army,
mean?
I kind of fucking hate it.
Yeah. So they just come in their fucking, flotillas or whatever, and then they just got these little parties coming out to fuck you up.
Fair enough.
So I guess you take the 3 patrols and it gives you 4 command points off the bat. I guess.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right?
I'm in.
And then I guess like for chapter tactics or whatever, they have what they call obsession tactics or whatever. So that gives, I guess the different... I'm not 100%... I don't know a lot of fucking shit about them.
Yeah.
But I'm just listening to what they were saying. That I guess they have different tactics they get to choose from in each different division, I suppose. There's like witches, homunculus, and the cabal.
Oh, they're cults.
Yeah, they're cults. So the witches have like 3 different ones to choose from. I didn't get to check it out what they were. I'm sure everyone who already is a Dark Eldar player, they already know. So I'm pretty much like, I'm just telling you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's the thing. Don't ever come to this show expecting like deep, in-depth coverage of anything.
Yeah.
Because you can read a goddamn book. Go read the goddamn book. I don't know what to tell. Listen to another. I'll tell you. Go listen to another podcast that fucking covers it better than we do. It's just we like talking about fucking Warhammer and little tidbits that we find interesting. That's it.
And then we'll read your comments later. We're just like, you guys fucking suck. How do you not know this stuff?
Yeah, exactly. And then you know what? Let us know. Help us. Help other people.
As a little caveat, there's a little bit of that. So like the homunculus get 3, and then the cabal get 4.
Okay.
A couple things that sounded interesting. So apparently, I guess there's a stratagem for the cabal of the Black Heart, which I think I heard it was like the Vex agents or something like that.
Okay.
Vex is the main dude for Dark Eldar. If not, put down in the comments say that he's not.
Let us know.
Let him know how wrong I am. So apparently, this stratagem is 3 command points. Pay 3 command points off the bat, and I guess when an enemy uses a stratagem against you, on a roll to 2 to 5, it stops the enemy stratagem off the bat.
Fuck.
That's really cool. That's the first time that they've actually gone into that domain, right? Where you can
stop your enemy.
stop a stratagem.
On a 1, obviously it doesn't go off. On a 6, though, it stops it, but the opponent still has to spend the command points.
Ooh, okay.
This can't be used during the pregame. Has to be used inside the game.
Okay.
So, and during the deployment, can't use it.
Okay.
I guess if you roll the 1, could you use another command point to re-roll it?
What?
Like,
use a command point to re-roll your command point.
Yeah, like if he uses a stratagem, he has to roll a d6 to determine what happens to the opponent's stratagem. So yes, you can use your own command point as long as you haven't used the reroll, because you can only use the reroll once per phase.
Okay.
So it would have to be within that phase, and then you can't use it.
So technically, you'll spend 4 command points if you get the one the first time.
Yeah.
And say you just want to go for that fucking glorious 6.
Exactly.
You're just like, I just want you to spend
Yeah,
whatever you did.
Like if you drop in, like if you have like if they have like their deep strike type units, then somebody uses the Auspec scan, so that they can shoot you automatically. Then you would use your stratagem to negate that.
Exactly.
And if you were just like, I don't like that roll, you can use your command die.
Like, I feel lucky right now. I'm using one more, and I got that 6. So not only did you stop it, they fucking just wasted their command points. So that's one of them. I always thought, after hearing that, I was like, damn, that sounds actually pretty good.
Some hotness there.
Yeah. Let's see. And then there was another one for the Cult of the Red Grief, I think. It lets you advance and charge in the same turn. Not only that, you get to reroll your failed charges.
Okay, fair enough.
And apparently, some guy was like, and we have these Reavers, so if you pair it with the Reavers already have an 18 movement.
Ooh.
Not only do they have an 18 movement, if they advance, it's always at least 8 inches.
Huh. Alright, so you get a 26-inch movement.
So, like, if you go first, you're probably fucking charging.
Yeah.
First fucking turn.
Yeah. So you can probably make a little Death Star out of that. Alright, fair enough.
So, and they have like some other ones too, because I guess they have like their enhancement drugs they take.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably like, I think there was another stratagem that I didn't get to write it down, but it like affects the drugs they do.
If it's like +1 strength, it's 2+ strength now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hey, I might be into Jakari. Might be my first Xenos race that I go into, because I fucking sure ain't playing orcs. But alright, fair enough.
That was just a couple of things that I heard. So,
nice.
I mean, I hear they're pretty good, or if anything, they're up to at least Eldar standard.
I'm in. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. I like Drew Carey. I like Drew Kari. Let's do this. I totally spaced up. My bad. Is that all for Jakari? Anything else?
That's all I really got. I mean, that's all I got to hear because I was kind of in a rush. But
maybe I'll
those were the highlights for me when I was hearing them explain it.
What do you know? What channel was it? A battle report?
I don't know. I remember.
I know that a lot of people like that Winter SEO.
I don't think it was him though.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people do like his stuff.
I like that Striker Scorpion too. He's like super dry and everything. Yeah. But that's what kind of helped me push myself into this.
Fair enough. I like mini wargaming just because they're not necessarily competitive. They just kind of fuck around with a lot of stuff. That's why I like them. Mm-hmm. But then for Dark Angels specifically, there's I think it's called the Glacial Geek. It's a YouTube channel. He does a lot of Dark Angels kind of bat reps that I like looking at. So we'll see. Now, boys, we're running on a little bit of running a little long here. So we had the idea of going over. Me and John are gonna try to go to the Red Star Alamo GT. That's gonna be happening May 5th.
May 5th.
There also is going to be a 2v2 tournament on the 4th, which is on the Friday preceding the tournament. It is 2,000 points, but it's 1,000 each. Mm-hmm. So do you want to go over that now, John? Or do you maybe want to say that for another episode?
No, we can do it real quick, I think.
Okay, do you want to do just 2v2, or do you want to do the actual 2,000 point list? You know what? Let's do the 2v2 since we're trying to work that out eventually. So we'll do the 2v2, and the next episode we'll go after our 2,000 point list.
Sounds good.
All right, and then we'll get into some comments because we do have a few comments. But 2v2, do you want to go first, Jim?
Yes.
All right.
So for the 2v2, I'm gonna go with my Catachan.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fucking brigade. Yeah, right. The 3 command points.
That is a battalion.
Okay, So I have 2 HQs. I have Colonel Ironhand Strachan, who's a fucking beast, and a Primaris Psyker.
Okay.
I have 6 infantry troops.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has a grenade launcher. Just one single model, and all 6 of them has a grenade launcher because that's the female, and I wanted to include her.
Okay.
I have 3 elites, a priest to give my Katachan, which are strength 4.
Okay.
+1 attack. Strachan also has that, and they're stackable.
Alright.
So my Katachans are strength 4 with 3 attacks apiece.
Okay.
That can attack into shooting phase.
Mm-hmm.
Harker for rerolling 1s in shooting phase only.
Mm-hmm.
And a tech priest to heal my 2 Lehman Russes, which are both executioners with triple plasma.
Okay.
And then for the fuck of it, Eisenhorn.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to go through this list very quickly because it's not very much, and I still have a couple of points to play with. But I have a battalion. It is going to be Dark Angels. So for my 2 HQs, I have a lieutenant. He has a chainsword and mastercrafted bolt gun. I might change that a bit since I have a little bit of points to play with. But I also will have a tech marine, bolt pistol, power axe, and servo arms. I will have for my 3 troops 3 scout squads with snipers. So they're gonna try to blow up some HQs. That's just a plan. It could always go wrong. Then for my elites, I have a company ancient and a Primaris ancient. I also have for my heavy support, I have 3 heavy support, 2 Hellblasters with 2 5-man Hellblasters with just the regular plasma incinerators, and then a Vindicator just because I wanted to take that. And the Tech Marine will be just with the Vindicator, just trying to stay out of the way and keep him repaired so he keeps shooting. But that's pretty much what we might take. It might change a bit for the 2v2. So anybody.
It sounds like we have a pretty static gun line and some pretty good close combat.
Yeah, I wanted to do some close combat, but I was like, nah, let John take it. He wants to do his blobs, so let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, that is it for our 2v2 list. That might change from the actual to the actual event, but we actually do have some comments. Now, you can always comment if you're listening to this on YouTube, youtube.com/Grimworks, and if you're listening to it there, leave a comment in the video below, just so, give us some information. We fucking know we got some Jakari shit wrong already, so go ahead and let us know. But if you do listen to this through our SoundCloud or through iTunes or any aggregator that you use on Android, go ahead and send us an email. It's probably the easiest way. Just citypod88@gmail.com, and in the title just put 40K or Warhammer something, just so we know it's for the show. And yeah, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all those kinds of things, rate, review, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. But you can join the conversation just like our buddy who is on the city, Trent Hackenberry. He's already going to throw some knowledge on us, so do we say the dick sucking power hour for Trent here?
It's been a while. We'll just 2 in a row. Let's get one more. Let's get one more, and then if you comment on this one, then we're back on the dick sucking power hour.
All right, there you go, Trent. You hear that? You hear that, you bastard? He says the Talarian already ride lizards. Get your fluff straight, John.
But I wasn't talking about Talarian. I was talking about Katajan.
Yeah, but he's saying that Talarian already ride lizards, so you're effectively fucking shit up already.
Well, they don't have lizard riding models, so.
But you can do that and name it Talarian. Just saying.
He says Talarians.
You're confusing Archaeon with Arkin. Yeah, big dummies. So I know Archaeon's the super chaos dude from AOS or from Fantasy that rides the 3 dragons. Arkin, I have no idea who that is. I don't know what we were confusing with that. So, fuck it. All right, we're done. We've already established this trend. Fuck off. He also says nobody pronounces it Gamork. This ain't Guardians of the Galaxy.
I have no idea what he's referring to there.
Nobody pronounces it Gamora. Oh, Gorka Morka, I guess is what he was saying. I guess we like kind of just like fudged and like blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "Fuck you, you're slurring." We were drunk, Trent. I don't know what you want from us.
We're day drinkers.
Yeah, we're fucking alcoholics. We're alcoholics that like talking about fucking Warhammer. Shit.
We're going to 40K podcast / the reason to go we drink in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, it's not drinking if you have a purpose. Fuck off.
But thank you for correcting us.
Yeah, thanks, Trent. If you want that Dick Sucker Power Hour kind of thing, you gotta keep commenting, tell us we suck. And you know what? You're talking all this shit, but your fucking ass is always at work. Like, that's an
Yeah.
important thing.
Sober.
And you won't fucking record with us, you fucking pansy.
So you could drop knowledge on us while we're here.
Yeah, exactly, bitch. I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough love, that's all it is. And John's just fucking picking at cotton candy. I guess this is his best way to end this.
I'm so hungry.
Alright, well, thanks for listening to our stupid Warhammer podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about our 2,000 point list for the Alamo GT. Maybe we can get a few more details from Jay. We could probably talk to him.
Yeah.
A few more little details.
I'll also be talking about Necrons in the next 2 weeks because I'm going to go buy the Codex today and play a couple of games.
Alright, so there you have it. And thank you for listening to another Perils of the Warp. This has been episode 15. And what was our sign off again?
See you in the warp.
See you in the warp.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.